How are you today? Yes, a really short little opening there. I took a nap today. Yes. Woo! Crabby night. Which song is that you're hooked on, Linda? And I'll find out which one I have. The Ooh La La. If it's the Ooh La La, it's on audio.com, which is the service I use for streaming service. In fact, most of them are from audio. Let's check in here though. Larry there and Linda. Hello. What's happened? What's wrong with Larry? Something wrong? Hi, Gail. Having a rough week. Sending you a hug. Oh, rough week. Okay, kind of a rough week. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, Larry, I hope everything, let me know if there's anything I can do to help out. Okay. There we go. Linda and Gail. Larry is here. And people care about you. Yes. Linda, as Gail says, Larry, I hope being here with people who care about you will help a little. I'm going to move this over here where I can see it. Been looking forward to this story time. Yay. It won't be a long one tonight. Yesterday was Bob's 70th birthday, and I'll show you a picture of what our youngest sent to him to arrive today. I had to arrange for her to have it sent to him today rather than yesterday because, well, you'll find out. And a hedge of protection. There's Angie. Hi, Angie. Good. Everybody's sending smooches and hugs back and forth. It's like Epidemic Sound. It's another service. It's audiio.com. I have a link to it in the description usually on any of the other ones, but today I didn't put that notes in. I could go back and I can add it into the description where I get the sound from. Had to take the dog to the vet, so I get that. Happy birthday, Bob. Yeah, yesterday was his 70th birthday. So I took him to dinner at Macaluso's where we went for our anniversaries and surprised him with having my sister Carolyn and her husband and my sister Sarah and her husband join us. Patty, I invited Patty to come over too, but she didn't want to come across the pass with the snow and everything. So, but the six of us had a delightful time, laughed our silly heads off. It was good because Sarah had radiation treatment at 3 o'clock in Gig Harbor, and then just went to Carolyn's house afterwards, and then they rode with Carolyn and Jim to the dinner, which our reservations were at 5. We had early dinner. So we had a really nice time. And lots of laughs, and lasted just the right amount of time. Sarah started to get real tired, and it started to get in pain. So we ended up going, but we had a wonderful time. And then he went back. Bob went. He's been working in Seattle for the past few days because the people he used to work for a long time ago, for many years, their son took over the company and changed it up a bit, and Bob goes back in and does consulting for them or their bookwork once a month or when he's needed. And Michael's needed him several times, and he needed him this week because his mom had gone into hospice, and so he's been there, and he'll be going in a few more times because Michael's mom just passed yesterday morning. And so it's just one of those things. So he's back, but so here's the thing, his birthday. He's not the easiest person to get things for because he's always, he cooks and all that kind of stuff. So he has all the kind of, the kind of cooking stuff that he likes, and he's kind of particular about it and stuff. But he loves to cook, and he's quite good at it. And so our youngest daughter called me on Tuesday and said, Mom, are you guys going to be home around tomorrow because I'd like to have something delivered to Dad for his birthday. And it'll be live, and does he know what to do with this stuff? And I said, yeah, he would know what to do with it, but we're not going to be home. We're going to be going out to dinner, so you might want to move it till today. So what arrived on our doorstep at about just before he got home was a big box that said perishable. And I'm going to put up a short of him opening it, but we just now had a little bit of it because this is what it was. Let's see. Yeah, here's a picture. Yes, what arrived was a box with live lobster in it. And two giant live lobster. It was pretty dang funny. I wonder if I could pull up the, nope, not there, not that. If I put in, I don't know if the video will play. Anyway, I'm going to put a short up of it. I put it on Instagram too of him opening the box. So it was his box and they're cracking around, and because he sees perishable and he's like, what did she send me? I don't want a tiny horse. We can't have chickens. And he put his ear up to it and everything, and it was pretty dang funny. So yeah, lobster for dinner tonight. Ooh la la is right. Yes, he was very happy. It came with all kinds of seafood in it too. It had some frozen snow crab and some Maine lobster tail and some other stuff in it that was frozen, but yeah. I look forward to be. To see the elusive birthday boat. I don't know. He's upstairs eating. I mean, we just had some. He's cracking it. Those suckers are hard to crack. Grabbing tissues. Happy birthday boat. So anyway, that was what was fun. I bet this is. Lobster yummy. Yes. And it cost. He hasn't overcharged. He's old-fashioned, not warm and fuzzy, but smart and on the finding a good vet. Yeah. Although veterinary school is not cheap. I know that because my son-in-law is the director of admissions for Ross Medical Schools, their veterinary schools. So that's what Philip does. He goes all over and has people who work for kids who want to go to medical school, to veterinary school. And anyway, is them on both cats? Yes. So today, for this story, let me go on to my next scene. So away from the lobster, back to this. Close my second. There we go. Anyway, this week I had the couple books on Monday. Hear My Voice and No Voice Too Small, in honor of Martin Luther King Day type of thing. And I found another book that goes with that in some way. It's called The Proudest Color. And the illustrator is a woman named Monica Mikai, and I'll show you her stuff in a minute. But the author and authors are Sheila Modir, PhD, and Jeff Kashow, LMft. So it says that Sheila Modir is a pediatric psychologist, and Jeffrey Kashow is a marriage and family therapist. As Middle Eastern Americans, Iranian and Palestinian, and as clinicians, they advocate for diversity, equality, and inclusion, and work toward promoting resilience in children. While this is their first children's book together, this happy couple from Southern California has teamed up on publications, presentations, and service work locally and internationally. And they from a diverse team based on extensive research, The Proudest Color is a timely, sensitive introduction to race, racism, and racial pride. And I saw this book and I read it. It's just beautiful. But the illustrator has done some really pretty things I wanted to show you too. So her name is Monica Mikai. And there. So she is a former illustrator and an illustrator and former educator. She is an MFA from the New York Studio School where she studied painting and currently lives in Atlanta, Georgia with her husband, 2 sons, and her sassy cat, Nima. She's done books by several people. The Rihanna Giddens, this one. Ashanti wrote this book, My Name is a Story. But this showed some of her illustration work. I really like the way she uses that soft kind of, I mean, look at the angle on the neck and the line here, the face to create some different things. Just her use of proportion and angle, just really some beautiful, and the color palette is absolutely phenomenal on her work. I love this one right here. And she has a poem here. This one doesn't show up. Our bond is delicately written in the stars. Glowing side by side, we are a constellation crossing the heavens, filling the sleeping sky, our hands and our hearts forever held together by the force of love. Ah, I thought that was beautiful. So her work is really, oh, sorry, that kind of got small. Lock that. It does just some really, the use, everything in it has so many different type of things. So the book tonight is called The Proudest Color, and I just thought it was a really timely book to go with not only Martin Luther King, but anyway, in so much in the discussion of race and racism, sometimes there's that not really knowing how to talk about it. Kids, and with this is one of those kind of books that really, I mean, kids come in. Here's my thought on this before we start on that. Kids oftentimes come to school thinking that here they are, and they maybe haven't been around other people, and they come into school and there's this whole wonderful diversity. If they've been around other people, if they've been encouraged with diversity, if they've seen other books like this of kids that don't look quite like them or anything like that, it's so much easier for them to be accepting. But when they've never been around anything else other than what their own family has or their family unit around, if they haven't seen, they go into school, that feeling set apart can set up a defensive quality. And I think sometimes that sets up that negativity that kids get, and it fosters that almost kind of unkind, leads toward bullying, or that shyness if they pull away. And so this book talks a little bit about that, and I think it's a really good book, the way that the authors set this up. So there's that. And hold it. That's not, oh, here we go. There's the book, The Proudest Color. Yay. I hope you guys enjoy this one. First off, let me get back to my comments and see what everybody's checking on before we start with the story. Hello. Oh, there's Brian is here. Hi, Brian. Nice to have you here. I wasn't live on Monday. Hi, Tamara. There she is. Yay. So, nothing at all. Brian says he's up to nothing at all. Got my Krabby tonight. Brian and Mike. There we go. Yes. And yay! Brian Gretchen. That's sweet. Goofed up the resin on my paintings. It's too cold to do such things. Oh, I've never attempted resins yet. Hey, Fatima. The first teachers are found at home. Yes, to educators. Should be done 70. There. And what did I watch? Well, I didn't watch much today because I hadn't gotten a lot of sleep in the last few nights, so I took a nap that was really kind of long. But now I'm awake. IX said to say hello to everyone. Good. And catching up. Brian Travel, Fatima. Remember. Yep. Toes are cold for the second day in a row. Oh, Angie, you gotta try toe warmers. They're like those hand warmer things. The toe warmers. I got a box for Christmas. I put them on every day on the outside of my socks, between my socks and my shoes. And they last for 10 hours. And they are the bomb for keeping me warm. Yes, but it's cold. It's when Bob got home, it was only 39 degrees outside. Anyway, all right, I've caught up on the chat, and so that is good. And now it's time for the story of the proudest color by Sheila, Modir, and Jeff Kashow, and illustrations by Monica Mikai. There we go. Proudest color. I am like a box of crayons, bright and colorful. I see and feel in color. When I am happy, I feel a rush of razzle-dazzle in my hands. When I'm mad, I feel sparks of bright red spread across my cheeks. When I am sad, I feel a deep blue in my eyes. When I am nervous, I feel a vivid purple in my stomach. When I am proud, I feel a beautiful brown in my heart. But for me, brown is more than feeling proud. It's the color I see when I see me. It's the color that people see when I come into a room, get on the bus, or go to the store. It's the color on my arms, my toes, and my face. The night before my first day of school, my mom tucks me into bed and kisses my forehead. She says, "Zara, you felt many different colors today, but your beautiful brown skin is here to stay. All those feelings come and go, but your brown skin glows and glows." I press my arm against my mom's, and I like seeing the differences and similarities in our shades of brown. On my first day of school, I feel razzle-dazzle pink happy and vivid purple nervous when my mom drops me off. But the people here are not like my box of crayons. They might have colorful feelings inside, but I am the only one who is brown on the outside. I stare at my brown arms and remember my mom's words. My brown skin glows and glows. I feel a rush of brown pride in my chest and march into my classroom, radiating sunshine yellow. I can't read what that yellow says. Sunshine yellow Hang on, I got the word here. 'Cause I got confidence. At recess, my classmate Zoe presses her arm against mine, wrinkles her nose, and says, "You're so dark. I don't like brown." Everyone laughs. I stare at our arms and I feel many colors swirl inside me. I feel bright red mad in my cheeks. Let me get this. Hang on. Anger in my cheeks. I feel deep blue sadness in my eyes. But I don't feel brown pride inside my chest. In that moment, I wish I wasn't brown on the outside. At dinner, I tell my parents what happened at school. My mom and papa tell me that there are people who can be mean when they see my beautiful brown skin because it's different from their skin. But we want you to remember all the people who share your brown skin and all the important things they have done in this world. Brown is the color of your abuela, who loves to hug and kiss you. It is the color of your old school principal, who high-fived the students as he walked down the hallway. It is the color of your doctor, who helps you feel better when you are sick. It is the color of Martin Luther King Jr., who inspired his America with his dream of equality. It is the color of Malala Yousafzai, who bravely stands up for all girls to be able to go to school. It is the color of Cesar Chavez, who helped workers have safe and fair places to work. It is the color of former President Barack Obama, who helped keep our country safe and strong. It is the color of Kamala Harris, who is our first woman to become vice president of our country, and said that she wouldn't be the last. It is the color of Frida Kahlo, who boldly painted her culture and brought attention to female artists like you. All these people have beautiful brown skin like yours. As they tell me about each of these brown and beautiful people, I feel a rush of razzle-dazzle pink spread in my hands. Even though I might be the only kid with brown skin in school, I am part of a very special box of crayons. This box is full of amazing people from all around the world and all throughout history who are brown like me. No matter what Zoe says, my brown skin is important. And it's a color that makes a big difference in the world. It's the color that I am, and I will make a difference in the world. I see brown all over my skin. I feel brown fill my heart. I feel proud. And it has the back of the book. That's the story of the proudest color. In the back of the book, it has things they put in because it's written by child's therapist. She put in different things to help with parents who want to read this, or kids or teachers. Read diverse children's books like The Proudest Color, as well as the other ones. Be genuine and model and respect. And it has a quote here by Barack Obama. If I pulled it off, kids all over the world would see themselves and their possibilities differently. And that alone would be worth it. Yeah. So that was the book, The Proudest Color. I got it out of the library. Yes, and it was on Kindle. or on my my library, cloud reader library. Yes, so I could pull it up on the computer so you guys can see the pictures more easily. And that. So where is my comments? There they are. Yay. Oh, I'm glad you liked the book. All about those things. Yay, she went and got her toe warmers. Yes, they're the best. I gave my brother-in-law a box for Christmas because he does woodworking down, and he tends to get really cold and some circulation things. So I said that was a good thing. So yes, anyway, I love that. I love the whole rainbow, her box of crayon analogy and all that kind of things. And they did a really good job with this book and the illustrations. I think it's important to read those different things. And these are always the kind of books that have a great message. But come Sunday, I have a few more books from the library. I have a couple that are hilarious. I think I might do funny ones when we have Show and Tell Sunday. And then I have this other couple books, The Boy and the Whale, and then The Ocean Meets the Sky. I'm thinking about those two I have. So the next couple of times, I've got a couple books to read each time. But Sunday is Show and Tell Sunday. So send in your artwork that you've been working on. I have not. I got my Lightroom catalog back up and going. I got it all running, but something I did duplicated a whole bunch of photos. So that was a whole thing today. I had. I spent a little bit of time going through those and got rid of a whole bunch of virtual copies. Now I have to figure out where they are on the discs and get rid of those too. All the things, but. We're going to, next week, I think we're going to head up to Samish Island. Bob's best friend, childhood friend, has ALS, and Jeffrey is text to talk to text is not working for him anymore. And so we're going to head up there. He wants to see my Africa pictures. So I've got to pull some together for that. And then we'll head up there for one day next week. But the rest of this we've got coming up is tomorrow night. Who's got shows on tomorrow night? Photos of Ag and myself for this morning. You can see them. Yeah, I'll show them next time. I'll show them on Sunday. And then I'm glad you liked it, Tamara. Thank you. Oh, Fatima liked it. Yay. No, she doesn't have it. Ayak is her goddaughter. Is Tamara's goddaughter. Brian. So, yeah. I think Brian came in late on that conversation. I was a 10-year-old girl, Brian. Yeah, that's never. Oh, I think Brian's got it now. Oh well. Okay, you guys. So send in pictures. Send in what you've been doing. I've been kind of stuck creatively. I've been doodling a little bit, but not a whole lot of anything other than doing some more watercolor Zen doodle kind of stuff. I did, and did a little workshop this week. A 7-day. Was it a 7-day? It started last week. Yeah, 7-day challenge. Kind of a Web3, learning about Web3. That was kind of interesting, and I played around with more with Canva, the picture generator. And then I did a little bit of a kind of a thing. I tried to put something together about what happened with the Lightroom. So I went into ChatGPT and gave it some ideas and then redid it. It was kind of fun to play around with that. So who knows? Anyway, but that's what I'm doing. And but you guys send in your stuff so we can share that. We couldn't see Kangaroo Island this morning. Yeah, it is a blessing. It is a blessing to recover them, but now to sort through all of that stuff that is Bob's camera back? Did you not hear it's back, and they said they couldn't fix it. And so that went on a claim on our business. So that's, that was sad, but oh well, it happens. And my lens was completely shot. It's got water on the inside, and they couldn't clean it. They wouldn't clean it, and they would have had to take it out. Got inside, and it just got salt water in it. So, oh well, that happens. It's that's why you have business insurance, and that's why you have a business LLC, so you can write this stuff off when this kind of happens as cost of doing business. Yes. Oh well. Anyway, you guys, that is it for tonight. I'm gonna go up. I think I ate part of my lobster and one lobster claw. I have a little more up there to go and see how tasty it is, and I'm gonna go do that. All right. So everybody, until next time, keep looking for the beauty hidden in plain sight. It's all around. Everywhere it is. But the first place you'll find it is when you look in the mirror. All right? Take care, and I'll see you Sunday. Send in your stuff. Images by Gretchen at iCloud.com. Put in live art in the, subject line. It helps. Bye.
In the heat of the night, we could get lost in all the lights and sounds. Feeling alright, we won't go home, we will just stay here downtown. There's not just stars on the boulevard, they're in the light in your eyes.
Yes, I'll learn
We don't need no black cards.
Have the fun.
I just need you by my side. We could be shameless, famous, running cool, with a love that leaves us weightless. Ooh, drop dead gorgeous, wow. Ooh, you got me feeling starstruck too. We could be famous.
Yes, Larry, have a better day.
You blow my mind, looking like a model, better than the usual. Yeah, you don't even try, not average or typical. I put you on a pedestal. There's not just stars on the boulevard, they're in the light in your eyes. Oh, we don't need no black cards. I just need you by